Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I went to meet a friend for lunch in a town that I don't normally go to, and I was a bit early, so of course I went and checked out the charity shops. One of them had a whole basket of these little bags of broken jewellery for crafting. I thought they'd be perfect for us to open together and see if we can find any treasures. Now, of course, I had a little look through the outside of the bag whilst I was choosing, but I haven't tipped them out and had a good look through. I'm dying to see if we've got any gems. Please don't forget, before we jump in, to like and subscribe below and hit that bell so that you can see my future videos. Let's dive in. So I did buy one other thing in this shop, which was this ring. All of their rings were priced at £2, and this one is not marked, but I'm pretty sure that it is sterling silver. And it was around Easter time when I picked up the bags, so it was perfect. It's sort of nest looking one. So I was pleased with that. I also found this malachite and brass bangle just loose in the basket, and I asked the lady how much it was, and because I was buying the other bits, she said that I could have that one for free, which I'm really pleased about because I've got one in my personal collection that I've had for years that came from a charity shop that's too big for me, and so I don't wear it. So I'm going to keep this one and sell the other one. Excuse me, so I'm pleased with that. Let's get opening the bags. I'm going to tip them out into some trays like I usually do, and we'll see what we've got. So let's go for the first one. First off, we have a vintage beaded necklace. This is one of those ones where the beads are fused onto the cord, so it can't be upcycled. But it looks like the clasp is good, so that will be fine for resale. It's probably an 80s one, I guess. This is sweet, look. Little stretchy bracelet with flowers on. Looks like a child's one. Yeah, just about fits my wrist. I expect one of my girls will snaffle that, or I could reuse those beads to make some cute earrings with. Freedom, I think that's Topshop. That's just a cool silver chain. I saw this one in the bag and just like the look of it, so yeah, that's cool. That'd be nice for layering. What have we got here? This is sort of Art Deco looking. It is a stretchy though, but it's got that look, hasn't it? I think I've got a necklace in at the moment. There is an Art Deco one that would go really nicely with that, so I might match those up. What have we got here? This looks like it could be accessorised. No tag on it. Oh, that's quite cool. I like that. Wonder whether I'll leave that as a necklace, or these could be made into earrings, couldn't they? Yeah, I'll have a play with that one, I think. This is another costume necklace. Has that sort of Y2K look about it. I remember those type of necklaces from when I used to work at Claire's Accessories back in the day. Sparkly, those beads will likely be reused for other things. And a stretchy, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I think I'll probably put those beads into my children's workshops because they're quite nice, and there's some charms and things, they love using those. What have we got at the bottom? A tiny little freshwater pearl, which is very sweet. I'll find a little use for that. Okay, that's our first bag. That was £2, so I guess it's okay for £2. I like that silver necklace for myself. Excuse the rustling. Now this was what I picked this bag for, because I could see these beautiful labradorite stones. Can you see that on the camera? And there's a nice freshwater pearl there, and a grey one on the end. I think it's just something that somebody's crafted to hang from something. There's a bit of coral there. That's sweet. So this looks like it's an upcycle, doesn't it? Somebody else has done what I'm doing. But I'll pull that apart because I love these labradorite beads. I'll make something out of those and use the other beads. So that's cool. Whoops. Quite nice, a sort of waterfall style necklace. That'd be nice for upcoming proms and weddings and things. These are the sort of borealis beads. What does that say on it? Next, that's just a high street shop. I think I'll make earrings out of those beads. They're quite pretty. Perhaps I could do a little bunch of them at a time, like those. This looks like an interesting bangle. It's quite large. I wonder if that might be a man's one. It's got a bit of a tribal look about it, hasn't it? I don't think it's sterling, but it could be alpaca silver, something like that. Quite fun. I've got a necklace. It's lost a lot of its plating. I might take those beads off and put them in the children's workshops. I've done 3 workshops over the last couple of weeks, so I do need some more beads to add in. And this is a knotted chain style that will go into pre-loved, and some seed beads. Seed beads are always handy. Mind you, it's quite a nice little vintage piece, isn't it? That might be nice with a layering stack of vintage beads. Okay, let's go for the last big one. So these big bags were £2 each, and the little one that I'll do next was just £1, so good value for money. That's a nice piece of artisan glass. This looks like it could be sterling on the back there, so I'll test that one. Ooh, this is an interesting handmade ring. It feels really light. It feels like it might have been made with cans, like aluminium cans. Could be a Coke can maybe. That'll go into pre-loved. That's quite cool. A button. There's always a button, isn't there, in my bags? Don't know why. Oh, that's a pretty vintage pendant with a rose on it. I'll find a chain for that one. That looks like it's got a bit of age to it. It's very light. It's nothing special, but it's pretty. A nice glass earring. That looks like it might be a silver stud there, so that could be scrapped. And I'll reuse this. That can be made into a pendant. That's just a costume stud. It's a pretty clip-on earring, but I'm pretty sure that's just a plated clip, so I'll reuse the beads on that one. Got a bit of a tangle there. So this is a costume necklace, looks like Marks and Spencer's type thing. And then this one has got pieces of shell. Oh, hold on, that's an earring attached. There we go. So it looks like we've got an accessorised pearl hanging from a gold tone necklace attached to that other one. I'll detangle that later. Some more seed beads. And then it looks like we've got some single earrings. This one's very similar to that other one. Oh, there's a match for the other one there, look. And there's a third one. So I wonder if this has come from, well, it's not quite the same blue actually. I wonder if it's come from ex-shop stock or something, or somebody's craft stall. There is a pair of those, so I'll just make those back into pierced earrings. Probably, or maybe I'll do them as a set of clip-ons. There seems to be lots of them. There's a pair for that one. My oldest daughter's come into that age where she's asking about earrings, and she's got a few clip-ons. So they may be snaffled before I can do anything with them. Yeah, I think that's all the clip-ons. And then that dangly one. Another costume stud. What's this? Looks like it goes through a buttonhole or something. Now that's interesting. I wonder, could that be gold? Whoops! Just knocked my one of my tools off of my tool stand. Well, it's not magnetic. That's a good sign. It could be brass, but I'm going to be optimistic and we'll put that one in the pile for testing. This is beautiful. This looks like green tiger's eye. That's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of those 70s ones, so it's not been glued very well, but apparently in the 70s you could buy a home kit and make your own of these, and then I think maybe you sold them back to the company to sell them on, or perhaps you had a little craft store yourself. I'll put that back onto a chain. That's the other one of those milky glass studs. They're just cheap costume. Bit of chain there. That could be upcycled into something. This is just a costume sparkly. That's a rivet out of something. Oh, that's come out of a bead, you know, like a Pandora or troll bead style glass bead. It does say 925 though, so that could be tested and put in with my scrap. It feels a bit light to be 925. I think sometimes those ones are just stamped 925 when they're not. A sparkly earring, again, that could be made into a pendant. That's those mother of pearl shells that were caught up. They're all different colours. I could make a pair of earrings out of those too for sure. And there's another piece of dyed shell there. And a beautiful little tiger's eye pendant. That will definitely go onto a new chain and into one of my shops. That's lovely. Okay, we've got one little bag left. This was the one that I paid £1 for. Let's see what's inside. This is gorgeous. That looks like a petal that's been encased in resin. That can be turned into a pendant for sure. I've got a flag pin. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure Google Lens will tell me. Ah, another one of these lovely gemstone pendants that's been glued. Those are quite popular in my retail shops, so I definitely will reuse those. Oh, look, we've got a little angel. Isn't she sweet? Let's focus in on her. She's lovely. I'm assuming she doesn't have a pair, which is a shame. Oh, what's this? Lovely St. Christopher. Silver, yay! We've got our first proper silver from the lot. That's lovely. I can pop that onto a new silver chain. We're heading into travelling season. What have we got here? This is a sweet little cameo. And it's on a clip-on earring. No marks. And it's just been glued in. My feeling is that was just a plated clip, but it's sweet. This is fun. Double-sided tiny pendant. That would make a cute little pendant for a child's necklace. A bit of filigree something or other. That's gold in colour, maybe it's brass. Ah, that's the pair to one of the earrings we found in one of the other bags. That's interesting. Oh, this is a piece of broken glass, so I don't think we'll do anything with that, but it's pretty. Stud with a missing rhinestone, that's a shame. This is pretty. Probably make that into a charm. Look at the sparkle in that butterfly. We've got a wooden leaf. I think that might actually be coconut shell. There's lots for pendant making here. Ah, is this the other one of those earrings? Oh no, this is a green one. That can be made into pairs of earrings. We've got the gold tone chain, which has got a broken clasp, but I can fix that with a new one. Another clip-on. It's quite pretty, no maker on it. Oh, that's nice. Piece of turquoise. Is it turquoise? That's definitely turquoise, and those are freshwater pearls. That looks like a sterling hook as well. Don't know how easily you can see that on the camera. I think it's coming out a bit dark. Oh, some more buttons. I need to find a project to do with all these buttons that keep coming in. Oh, that's pretty, look. That's an amber, looks like sterling silver stud. That's gorgeous. It reminds me of a mirror. Looks like a mirror frame, doesn't it? Like that one. Oh, look, a little fishing rod. Oh, that just needs its chain reattaching there. There's a little type in. What does it say? Let me just grab my loop and we'll have a look. I can't read the very top word on it, but it says something imitation made in England. I'm sure I'll be able to find that by searching it. That's nice. Don't know if people wear tie clips anymore, but it's a cool piece. Here's the match for that clip-on that we found before. That's just another dangly in glass. And then we've got some bits. I love all these bits because sometimes you find some gold and silver hiding. I don't think that one is. Nope. Highly magnetic. That looks like an amethyst bead. Hard to see on the camera. Is it focusing? That will probably be made into a ring. My upcycled rings that I make. Pretty little flower. What have we got hiding? Oh, it's a sweet little baby elephant. That looks like a silver stud. There's a piece of shell. It's quite sweet. And there's a pearl on a stud that seems to have broken. That's not magnetic. It's hard to tell in this lighting if it's silver or if it's gold. I think I'll have to have a look at that in the light and then possibly test it. That's a faux pearl that's lost its plating, so that one is for the bin really. Here's the other one of those earrings. I'm just going to see if I can see any markings on through the loop. It's very strange. It looks like it's been mended or sort of something's grated along it. It's all bent out of shape. Anyway, I can't see any markings on those, and the back clearly doesn't match it either. Whoops. And they're not real pearls, I don't think. Or maybe they are. I'll have another look at those. This is just a costume dangle. That's very pretty. Oh, this is a sweet pair of daisy earrings. Those look like sterling. They just need a good clean. I've got so many studs that need cleaning and doing something with. I just can't face cleaning them. Don't know whether to buy an ultrasonic cleaner or do them some other way. These remind me of my teeny tiny earrings that I make that have a bead hanging from them. They're about the same size. Those, I'm pretty sure, are sterling silver. So this £1 bag has got the most silver in it so far. This is just the cap end off of a cord necklace. That's nothing. These are sweet. They look like windows. Those I can see are silver as well. That's great. This looks like the back to the other one of those. So are they some kind of cufflink? I've never seen them quite this narrow here. I think that they're brass. They're not even the same size. Perhaps it's not from the same set. Somebody tell me, please. I want to know what they are. I'm sure somebody will know. I think that's coral there as well. They've obviously got some age to them, haven't they? There's a bead there. That'll go in the children's workshops. Let's test this bit of chain with the magnet. That is magnetic. Probably belongs to the other bit we looked at earlier. See if we can weed out the rubbish from there. So that looks like it was probably a set of plated studs. Get rid of those. I've got two little faux pearl beads at the bottom, and then there's the other baby elephant. So I paid £7 for this lot, and don't forget, in amongst that I got my lovely malachite bangle. In amongst it we've got lots of those pieces that can be made into new, or they can be updated pendants on new chains. So I think we did pretty well. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Would you have gone for these? Should I go back and get some more another day? I think I probably will, don't you? Don't forget to please do like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me if you join me on the journey. I've got lots more unboxings to come. The stuff is coming in thick and fast at the moment, which is brilliant. So thank you so much to everybody that sends things into me for opening. I love upcycling them and giving new life to things and restoring the fantastic vintage pieces as well. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.